way we make maple syrup is, best way I can put it is it's the old way. It's the way it's been done for at least 150 years in this country. It's something that literally can be sustained indefinitely. We started about, I guess it's been 7 years ago now. First spring we were on the property, we tapped 13 trees, and now we're at 1,000 taps this year. This is what's called a beet sugar maple forest ecosystem, otherwise known as a southern mesic forest. I knew none of that when we bought the property. And then as I studied the property further, then I came to know more about what we actually had. It didn't take long to realize that maple was one of those things that we had. I don't call our woods a sugar bush. In a sugar bush, they basically take down all competing species that are getting sunlight that the maples would otherwise get. First of all, it puts the woods at risk of any sort of pest that might be after a maple in particular. Secondly, it reduces soil biodiversity, and we're just not into that. And we're just trying to be as natural as we can with the product. We fire with a wood-fired evaporator. That's another thing. When you have a woods as big as this woods, more trees fall than you can keep up with. They just die. And it's a natural source of firewood that we can take advantage of. Again, it's renewable, it's sustainable, and it's right here. Maple syrup has always been about community, and so we're still using buckets. The reason is we have to involve our community to use buckets. To tap the trees, hang the buckets, collect the sap, all of that requires people in our community. The industrial sugar makers of today have pretty much eliminated buckets from the repertoire. It's all about tubing, applying vacuum even to the tubing to get the need for all that community power out of the making of maple syrup. And we're just not into that. I've got no designs on being an industrial sugar maker. We're going to work with what we have and what we can sustain, and I believe good small batch maple syrup is more like wine. Every year the flavor is a bit different. It's complex because of how complex our ecosystem is, and that's what we're after. We're not after commoditized maple syrup. We're pretty proud of our product.